Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Today I'm gonna paint Poppy. This is a commission from Lana Ferren from UK. Thank you, Lana. And I mean Poppy. She has just lost Poppy 6 weeks ago. She was 18 years old. So sorry for that. Okay. Today is going to be pastel. You know that I use Faber-Castell mostly. I'm going to show you here the box. Just this 72 soft pastels for mini Faber-Castell. And I have another one that I just don't use that much, but it's Toys on the Or 24 sets. Okay, let's start sketching. When I work with pastels, I like to use a lot of color first and show a little bit of those colors as I just add more and more layers. Okay, I just right now I'm thinking about the darker parts of Poppy. You know, this here. Okay, a little bit of green here, pretty lightly. Okay, let's use a little bit of red for the shadow here. I'm gonna use white on top. I just wanna see a little bit of this color showing through all the layers. A little bit of white. I'm thinking about perspective. You know, we always want to make the face pop forward. In this case, it's going to be the face around here, the nose, and her paw, this one here. Okay. Squinting down my eyes and just thinking about lights, mid-tones and shadows. I want to use a little bit of gray. A little bit darker. A little bit of blue here on the shadows. Maybe I'm thinking I'm gonna add some purple to get some cool shadows. Not so sure yet. I like the green, like for this, for the carpet. but not so sure yet. I mean, not so sure about all the colors yet. As I just, obviously, I get the picture to copy the values, the likeness. About colors, you can start just with any color you want. The good thing about Pastels is you can just build up the painting, just adding more and more layers. That's the beauty of this. And the more colors you have, the better. I think I like this green. This green is better. I don't know why I like this green, but I think it's a good color harmony. As I work on the head, I'm trying to measure, the height with compare this like that. Obviously, at the same time that I'm measuring, I got the picture to my left, and the picture is the same size. That saved me a lot of time because I check out for alignments. Okay. Oh, let's see. What about a darker background here, a lighter here? Yeah. Or what about like a sky here and green here? Could be okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna create a good contrast because she's black and white. Yeah. And against the black, could be pretty good. A light blue. A little bit of blue. About color, if you want to create more contrast, always think about opposite colors. If you're working with blue, think about orange. In this case, my paper is orangey, but you can just add more orange if you want next to the blue. That creates more contrast. Or any color that's closer to blue. It could be red. Let's try the sky. Sorry, the background here, kind of a sky. I don't know what I'm thinking about sky. Something like that. Okay, I need to step back. Yeah, kind of okay. Hello, Maria. Hello, Lana. Hello, Lats. Hello, JJ. Hello, Intisar. Yeah, speaking about perspective, when I got the point to think about shadows, for example, or values, the shadow here on the paw has to be darker, really, really dark, darker than any value here. Even that puppy is black here in this area, I just knock down the value there to create more contrast here, and the other area that I'm gonna have more contrast as the nose. Okay, and for example, the shadow that we see here on the other paw, I'm not gonna try to have that really dark. Yes, a darker value, but imagine that you have a value scale of 100 values. This is gonna be the darker one, and the nose is gonna be the darker one. And this one that we see pretty dark on the photograph, that's gonna be the one that's closer to the darker one. Well, I'm trying to say that the difference is gonna be a bit subtle, but we need to try to just kind of adjust that to the point that we create the illusion of depth. Okay, the idea is always to create this illusion that the face first is coming forward. In this case, it's going to be the face in this paw. Okay, that means another thing, that the lightest light is going to be here, and the lightest light is going to be here. By lightest light or brightest light, it doesn't mean, I don't mean just pure white. We need to add more color. So white is a lighter color, but it's not bright. If we add a touch of yellow, a tiny bit of touch of yellow, we have a lighter color and bright, which is what we want when it's about perspective. Hello, Tanja. Okay, let's continue with the shadow here. Okay, usually thinking about the light. If the light is coming from the right, okay, there's going to be a reflected light bouncing from the left. Now, the reflected light, it could be warmer, it could be cooler, it depends. Okay, the rule says, the simplest rule when we start studying color theory says, if the light is warm, the shadow is going to be cool. If the light is cool, the shadow is going to be warm. But it depends of more things than just that. If this light is if you see yellow on the light, it means it's warm. If you don't see yellow, that means that there's a light that's coming through a window, then usually that's a cool light. If there's a cool light, the shadow should be a bit warmer. But if there is something next to that it could be, any color, that's going to affect. That's what we call the ambient light. Light bounces everywhere. Now, what I see is it's not that clear what I see on puppies. I think, I see a little bit of orange. I'm gonna use Photoshop here to see clearly, but I think I see a little bit of orange here. There. And it could be a reflected light, something from here. I'm thinking something from here because I don't see that orangey color around here. Okay, another thing that I notice about color is that the shadow is a bit warmer, just a bit. Okay, I'm gonna use some brown here. Instead of blue, a little bit of brown. It's not like I wanna get rid of the blues. No, no, I wanna keep them. I wanna keep as much as colors as possible. Okay. Okay, now let's continue this here. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Mm-hmm. Okay, hello, I'm Miss Wicker. I watched your videos for 6 hours yesterday. I painted for 3 hours. Oh, that's pretty nice. Thank you. I find your videos very inspirational. Oh, glad you like them. Yeah. I'm glad that was helpful. Yeah. Uh, I'm thinking just, you know, first, okay, to share my thoughts. I'm thinking about the darker areas on my painting and contrast, okay? Now, I'm thinking about shape, how dark are the values, for example. Let me pick up a grayish color. This paw, okay, and the body. I'm thinking the body's here, the mouth, the mouth is here, the face is here. This should be a little bit lighter than this, okay, and this should be a little bit lighter than this area, and then the paw pops forward. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Now about shadows, okay, the face is the head is a rounded object. That means that the darkest shadow has to be here. Okay. Okay. About our reflected light, the light is coming from the left. Yeah, I see a reflected light here, which means that it's got to be a reflected light here too. What's the temperature of the reflected light? That's the thing. I think it's a bit warmer. That's why I added a little bit of orange there. Okay, another thing that I see from the photograph is the background and how dark should be this background on this side. I think I need to make it a bit darker. Now, I'm not sure about this color here, but let's see. Okay. Feel free to ask me about materials, about anything, okay? Now, I'm gonna use a pencil because I wanna just draw more details. Right now, I see the shape, but it's not so clear. Okay, first, the eyes. This is a charcoal pencil, soft. My paper is sandpaper. It's not sandpaper the one you buy on an art store. It's sandpaper the one you buy on a hardware store. It's pretty cheap. It's pretty good. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that you go and buy this paper like that. Okay, if just it's pretty close to the quality to a really good sandpaper. green here. The green on the light is always helps to make the make it brighter, make it pop. I gotta control how much green. I don't want the green just to glow that much. I got here a little bit of pink. I can just put on top to knock down the green a bit. Okay. Okay, let's start working on some details on the face. I like right now what I see. I know, I think I would love to keep a little bit of this. But I know that in order to remember Puppy, we need more details because right now it's kind of an abstract painting. It has a beauty, this looseness has just an amazing beauty that I like. And I like a lot. Okay, but even my camera is having a hard time to try to focus because it's kind of, too loose maybe. Okay, I want to work on details. Okay, first the face. I was thinking maybe that if I can just add a lot of detail to the face, to the paw, and keep all the rest kind of loose. I don't know, like seeing Puppy in a dream. Kind of like the idea. Obviously, I didn't start with that idea. It's just something that happens when you just play with pastels and put down one color and the other one, and by accident you got something that maybe you like, and yeah, you wanna keep it. It doesn't mean that maybe next day you're not gonna like it. That's the thing about just experimenting. Sometimes you got something like this, like just playing, throwing the colors on the paper. Hello, Bob. Hello, Pong. Oh, this is a pastel painting. Okay. And add a little bit of green. Okay, let's see. Can see a little bit of her nails. still don't see her face. Okay. A little bit of purple and blue for the nose. Hello, John. John is writing, I love your approach to tonal values. I have always used colored pencil, but those looseness of Pastels has a beauty of its own. Yeah, definitely, yeah. The only point I have is that, sometimes I don't know how to control the looseness. I love it, but I love it at the same time, getting the likeness of the subject. And likeness, we need details to get the likeness. Okay, and that's when sometimes we mess up the looseness. That happened to me so often. But it's not like I don't consider that a mistake. But so many times when I have seen some of my videos and go back a few minutes on the process, I see that, let's say the video it lasts for 2 hours, and I see like an hour and a half, it was just perfect. It wasn't a perfect balance between looseness and details. But I continued working. I know that's gonna happen with this painting and with so many paintings. That's okay, eh? Because it's just what we do. I mean, that's what I do. Even that I like the looseness, I love details and I love to capture, the details. And for that, sometimes we need to sacrifice a little bit of loose brush strokes. Oh, in this case, loose stick strokes. Okay, let me think. I gotta compare the values. This has to be lighter than this side. Okay, how light? The paw has to be lighter than this, and the face has to be lighter than this. Okay, now, if I have a problem here between this and this, I have to darken up this one. Because if I light up this side, I think it's gonna just look too light. And it's gonna compete with the light of the face and the paw. And since the body is kind of it has a cylindrical form, the light at the bottom here, it, it shouldn't be as light as here. Okay? That's just, remember that we gotta keep in mind that everything that we paint, it has a primary form. Beneath all the surface and details, there is a primary form. Okay? And usually primary forms are pretty simple. Cylinder, a box, a sphere, and a cone. Okay? Uh, the head, has a cylinder form, a cylindrical form. That means that if somebody doesn't understand maybe what I'm speaking about, you can just practice drawing or painting spheres, cylinders, boxes to have an idea, and then you're gonna understand how important are just the primary forms to understand the form of any object and how the lights just works on the surface. Kind of how the lights move on the surface that's rounded, cylindrical, or let's say boxy. Okay. Okay, I got green here. I'm gonna add a little bit of pink just to have a little bit of the opposite color. Opposite colors just create more colorful paint. Okay. Now I need black. I have black here. Black is gonna be just for the shadow here on the paw. Pretty dark. The mouth and the nose. Okay. It's not about what copying, just exactly what we see. Okay, now I see that it's black here too, but if I put it here, okay, it's gonna bring this forward. If I put it a little bit, I'm just gonna blend it. Some areas, but I think here it has to be really, really black. In here and the paw. In that way, that's gonna be kind of my focal points, and that's gonna create the illusion that this and this is coming forward. Okay. Here is when we need to pay attention more to the values, because we see that this is dark and we want to add some dark. If we add it, just soften, just be careful that at some point there's going to be a difference between those darker and this dark here on the nose. It's kind of tricky sometimes to remember those little things when we are trying to capture likeness and form and details, because we all love details. Okay, let me see. I see the face. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Pressing the brick a bit harder, make this lighter. A little bit here too. Take it down a little bit. Okay. Let's think. What about if I blend a little bit of the sky? I'm just thinking, if I blend this, obviously we're gonna see more here. Yeah. Because when you see something like soft, and there is some looseness here and there, our eyes are gonna go where there is more things going on, movement, brush stroke, or the strokes of the pastel. Okay. In this case, I think that's gonna keep the attention on all this area here. Okay, I can do the same here, a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, I need to darken up more on this side of the puppy's body. And maybe the greens on the face, they are just glowing too much. some touches on top. Remember, it's not about getting rid of the colors. You just need to add more colors to knocking down the other ones, and that's gonna work. Thinking. Okay, let's see. Pretty sad when we lost a dog. I have lost 3 dogs maybe in the last 10 years. The pain is the same every time. I remember one of my dogs was black and white, like Puppy here, and he used to wait for me. He just jump at the door. He didn't even wait for me to open the door. As soon as I was opening the door, he jumped, and it was kind of closing the door. We're trying to get in, and he was just jumping outside. And after he died, after maybe for a week, I keep doing that, like opening the door, and every time that I was about to open the door, I was waiting for him to just jump on the door. And the first days I keep doing that. It was pretty sad because every time I did that, oh my God, it's not anymore. Yeah. I just drew the teeth a bit down. I'm moving the teeth a little bit up. Okay, now I'm gonna try to keep the details on the face. And let's see if I can just add some loose strokes here and there. Okay, to kind of draw, at the same time keep the looseness. Because I think there's gonna be some beauty on that. Like he's in the middle of an area where you see clear her face, but she is in the middle of an area that you see her face, but the body's kind of blurry. That adds some movement to the painting and kind of the illusion that this she's on some special place that we cannot see that clear in that place. Something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that effect, but I think to do that maybe I'm gonna need to lay down some strokes, maybe on top of even the puppy's body, just to kind of create some loose, soft edges to create that kind of movement. That was an idea. I mean, an idea is sometimes it's pretty good, but to represent that idea on the canvas, that's the difficult thing. I mean, that's what I would love to see. For example, my dog, the one that he was black and white, likes, knowing that he's on a special place, but not being able to see so clearly. I don't know. Who knows? I choose to believe that all my dogs are on special places. We believe here in Peru, you know that I'm from Peru, then it's just like we have so many customs and we believe in so many things. And there is the Catholic Church here, but we have some beliefs before that for our native people, and we believe that all the dogs that we have had in our life, those dogs are gonna wait for us when we die, and they're gonna show us, the way to the light. You can choose to believe whatever you want, but that's definitely for me is a pretty nice story, a pretty nice thing to believe. Some of my friends, when he heard that story, he said, I'm gonna have 100 dogs. In that way, I'm not gonna get lost in my way to heaven. And we were just kidding with him, like, hey, no way you're gonna get to heaven. You don't need to have so many dogs. John is asking me what's the best way to display a pastel painting. I'm thinking behind glass. Yeah, that's right. I think that's the only way to do it. But I have seen, lately, that there are some varnishes, that you can work pretty good on pastel. But if you use a regular varnish and you apply it on top of pastel, all the lights they're gonna as soon as you spray it one layer, all the lights you're gonna see them disappear in front of your eyes. Now, I used to do that. Even knowing that, I used to apply one layer of varnish and repaint again the lights. Yeah? But that was my only way to protect. And then after that, obviously, always frame it with glass. And the glass has to be separated from the painting, like Oh no, a tiny bit, but just a tiny bit, that's gonna be enough. It means that don't let the paint touch the glass. That means that maybe framing is gonna be kind of expensive for a pastel painting because, you know, it's something that somebody that knows about that has to do. Okay, the mouth around here. Around there. Okay. A little bit up, closer to the mouth. Yeah, okay, I think that's okay. And add some green. This is a kind of a warm green. That's a color that it's gonna create illusion that is kind of gold. You can add a little bit of yellow on top and mix it just a tiny bit. Okay, I need to zoom in, see her face and more details. I think that's good. want some loose strokes here. Okay, let's step back. Oh, wait, I need to work on the mouth. A bit darker here. Okay, let's see. More white here, a little bit of yellow, just a tiny bit, okay? Tiny bit to make the light a little bit bright. Okay, the same here. I'm pressing harder, really hard. Okay, let's some gray. Okay. Thank you, John. Hello, Robert. Thank you. Now, if I go back, like maybe half hour, I'm gonna notice that obviously there was a lot of loose strokes here and there. Okay, and I love them. I would love to bring back a little bit of that. The only way I have is just lay down like touches like this and break up edges. You know, it's like there's an edge here, you gotta break it up. There's a little bit of light here. Going like that, light. light and light. Okay. I don't like this. It's too much contrast here. Just there. Now it's too blurry. Yeah, I wanna see detail, but not. I wanna just make this recede, but I don't wanna just make it that blurry. Just a little bit of detail. Maybe just some few strokes there. Now remember, the darker one is here and the nose. There shouldn't be any darker value anywhere else. The lighter value here on the paw and here around the mouth. Okay. What do you think? Is good enough? I think I need to make it a little bit wider here. Okay, let's see. A little bit wider. Maybe the mouth a little bit narrower. It could be. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good enough for today. And obviously I need to rest my eyes. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a picture, make it darker, lighter. Take a picture of both my painting and the photograph. In that way, it's gonna be easier for me to compare. Okay. About loose loose strokes, the one that I loved, I think that's good enough. No. Oh. I'm gonna just Okay, let me see. There's something like, I think it's about the width here. Maybe I should narrow that. Yeah. I think I should narrow this a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, okay, Lana. Lana says she looks amazing. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Glad you like it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I think that's good for today. That's okay. I'm gonna retouch it. Usually I love to rest my eyes at least for one day. And check out colors and all of that. Usually there's not a huge difference between this stage and the final stage. Because I'm gonna do maybe something like this, adding some touches, and obviously check out the drawing, the eyes, nose, and mouth. Touch of blue here. Check out, for example, a little bit of anatomy. The paw, you know, there's bone beneath this. Obviously, I need to pay attention a lot here to get a little bit of the anatomy, to get the feeling that there's bone beneath the drawing. Oh, John is saying, is the tongue too pink? Yeah, maybe, but I have painted some portraits. I always added that touch. I'm not saying that's something. I something that I like. Here, but I can just knock it down. That's gonna be easy. Yeah. Okay, Andrew B. saying, great piece. Thank you. Okay, let's just zoom a little bit. You can see some colors maybe better, but when it's pretty close, the greens just glow more than that I see here. Okay, see a little bit of blue, red. I don't know why, but I would love to have more colors. I think I had more colors at the very beginning. Now I don't have that much, but I like it. And the more important is that I mean, the artistic, yeah. But the more important is the Lana that she said that she looks beautiful. That means that she likes it. She likes, yeah, and the painting. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, Lana, for the commission. And sorry again for the loss. Okay, for people that don't know, you know, Poppy just died 6 weeks ago. She was 18 years old. She has lived a lot. Yeah. That's pretty nice. Pretty sure it was a wonderful life. Okay. There's always little things to. Okay, these are the things that I'm gonna spend. Just adding more lights and shadows, and always every time that I add a highlight, you know, I'm thinking about another highlight here or here, always comparing. Okay, highlight on the mouth. There is a lot of details, obviously, on the photograph. This is kind of a La Prima style. But we can continue working on details like for hours and hours. That's up to you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you like the live demo, and see you next time. Next time, that's gonna be maybe tomorrow. It depends, because tomorrow I have class, and sometimes I just wanna rest after the class, but I have to paint a portrait. I need to paint a portrait. It's a commission, okay? and I have to paint it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, thank you so much everybody again. See you all next time. Take care. Bye. Thank you, Lana. Bye.